Hi, this is Mimic.
This is 5 times the world's heavyweight champion, the Scrap Daddy himself, Scrap Iron Adam Pierce.
This is Brian Alvarez, and you are listening to Wrestle Radio Australia.
Welcome to the show, folks. My name is Josh Armour, and thanks very much for downloading Wrestle Radio Australia. This is our first episode.
Oh, yeah! G'day, this is Big Brody Marshall.
This is Brian Alvarez.
This is Dean Brady of the Millennials.
This is Jurassic Punk Sid Parker.
How many of you guys have heard the term kayfabe?
Hello, doggers. This is Jay Hunter from OSW Review.
This is Matt Grim Basso.
This is the loosest in Australian wrestling, Adam Brooks.
This is Scrap Iron Adam Pierce, and you are locked in
to Wrestle Radio Australia.
I in the game, I'm champion, I'm Triple H. Undertaker, I'm your maker, buried the brother like Kane. Ooh, 1-3, hit the tombstone, hit the choke slam on face. Ooh, yeah, like a macho heel, tell like I'm muscle. If you suffer like tomatoes, I'ma keep a couple models. Ooh, and you may call me HBK. When I'm tuning up the vein, you best be getting in my way. Ooh, yeah, I'm degenerate, I love it, yes, I love it. If you ain't down with that, then I got 2 words for you, suck it. Too sweet, put your fangs up. Too sweet, hold another cup. Let's be busy, 23, got me feeling way too sweet.
Hey guys, Tony Schiavone here, making chicken salad. That's sure gonna put some butts in seats.
Here I was, blaming AEW for feeding you chicken shit, knowing you mindless millennials would be eating it up as if it were chicken salad, when it's really been your fault all along.
Make chicken salad out of chicken shit. People is as people does, that's all there is to it. But a square peg in a round hole just never seems to fit.
This is Bianca Belair.
Hey, this is Kevin Owens.
Hey, it's Seth freaking Rollins.
It is the man, Becky Lynch.
It's Rhea Ripley here, and you're listening to Wrestle Radio Australia.
Welcome, everyone, to your longest-running Australian wrestling podcast, Wrestle Radio Australia. I am your host, Todd Eastman, the best manager ever, the poor man's Dave Meltzer. Anything you want to call me, you can call me. That's fine. We are here for Sunday Showcase, which is, of course, a different version of the show where we just sit down and we try and watch something that really isn't readily available or workers that you mightn't really get a good view of, that you don't see floating around to every like big independent promotion here in Australia. So you like your Brooksies and your Slexes and your stuff like that. These guys aren't sort of on these Sunday showcases right now anyway. We sort of try and focus on the younger guys coming up. So maybe in like 2 or 3 years, you'll look at this kid on an EPW show or an MCW show and you'll say, oh, I remember watching him a couple of years ago when he was a rookie. He's come along really well. That's what this sort of show is sort of designed for. How are you going? Sorry, this is going to be bad because I'm not really good at multitasking when it comes to this sort of stuff. Hello, Jeremiah. How are you, mate? Good to see you on the show. And so the EPW School of Pro Wrestling has just, or Professional Wrestling, that's the full title, has just sort of set up their YouTube channel. So they're starting to put their showcases that they put up on that channel, which I think is great because it's something that I've been wanting to see for ages. Is the newer guys at EPW coming through, because when you watch your EPW shows, you get to see the best. Of course, you get to see Damian Slater and Marcus Pitt and Davis Storm and all of the sort of the upper crust, the Corleones, all of those sort of guys. You get to see them on a fairly regular basis on those shows. So you don't really get to see the up and coming guys. And that's what I think is really good about the fact that they put on these shows, for starters, from their school, but also now that they're filming them and they're putting them up online for us to see the next crew coming through. It's almost like an NXT for EPW, if I was maybe to be so bold about saying it like that. But it's I think it's really interesting, and I think it's I love to see young talent coming through that I don't know, maybe if I have a critique here that they might pick up, or that someone in the chat sort of says, oh, this could have been a bit better. Anything that like a little bit of like constructive criticism is kind of what I aim for the most of the time. I don't really like criticism that is just like, well, that's shit, that was terrible, that stuff I don't like. But good constructive criticism, I think, is key to improving your game in any profession, whether it be be wrestling or acting or music or just straight out work. Like if your boss says, I think you could do this a bit better, this is how I think you could do it. This is kind of what I think this show is sort of aimed to, because I really do like watching and if I can lend a bit of whatever knowledge I have, whatever limited knowledge I have, for advice. I love doing that. So that's basically how this show came about, and when we do it, and we don't do it on a regular basis because flat out my life is pretty busy when it comes to wrestling for a start, and also just my life being busy. So I don't really get a chance to do this a hell of a lot. So I thought a Sunday a month, maybe a Sunday, like when I have a free Sunday or something like that, we could sit down and do these sort of shows. And that's why, like, I also put out too, if you have a show that you want us to watch on here, or just like some matches, any matches that are under 20 minutes, where we're keen to watch on here, because when we do full on, like the shows, different shows to this, where we're not just watching one show out of entirety. If we watch like a mismatch of shows, if you have suggestions, anything under 20 minutes, we'll put up and we can watch and talk about and lend our whatever knowledge we have to maybe try and either help or just annoy people. I guess is what we do here. Hello, James Cray. Sorry, throwing that up again. Here we go. Bang, James Cray. And of course, this is a sort of like an exclusive show to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. We can't really put this up on the podcast just for the logistics of it, because it's whole watching along. It's hard to watch along when you're on a podcast. So there we go. That sort of goes without saying. So this is the first show that they've put up on their YouTube channel. There are two shows up there at the moment, 30 and 31. I thought we'd start from the start. And so I have zero clue what's on this show, because I didn't want to watch it before we started watching it here. I sort of wanted to go into this thing with fresh eyes, which is different to a lot of the shows that when we put them together on here, and they are like collections of shows from Gippsland Pro, and then up here the QWA, and that, like, I'll curate them and put them together into a list so I know what I'm doing during the show. So I have a little idea what's happening on this match. I have no idea what these matches are on this thing. I haven't cage matched it. I haven't done any of the sort. So when you guys are seeing it right now is when I'm seeing it as well. So you're going to get a full, like, fresh opinions and thoughts about this show coming up. So we got a really busy couple of weeks coming up here, not just for us here in WRA, but also like around the country and around the world. It's WrestleMania season, as we all know. So we got that next weekend, I think it is. I think we're going to be doing a preview show for that on Thursday. So I don't know if we're watching anything coming into that, but we're doing a preview show for that on Thursday. And also I think on Friday we have the Icons, MCW Icons should be out on their new platform. I think it's I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called, but their new platform is streaming Icons this Friday. So get around that if you aren't going to a local show yourself and you just want to sit home and watch some wrestling. If you want to steel yourself for the massive wrestling weekend that we have coming up, if you're going to sit down and binge watch all of the stuff that's going on with WrestleMania and stuff, then you want to watch some Aussie wrestling going into it, Icons will probably be the way to go. I know that I talked to Jeff this morning. No, coming out of last night is when I talked to Jeff about it, because he really put it over in our little chat, saying it was a really good show, it was a really solid show. So I am keen to watch that coming out. And of course I deleted where it was up to. We'll put it up on our socials, how to get to Icons and how you should be able to watch it when it's up on. But that's up on this Friday, I do believe, is when Icons will be doing that. So we got that. We've got the full WrestleMania weekend. I know for me, the highlight of WrestleMania weekend for me will be watching Bloodsport going into that, because I love that style of show, that style of wrestling, that mix of UFC and WWE, well, UFC and pro wrestling. That sort of Japanese influence of stuff going in there. I really do like that style, and also to see some of the matchups on there is going to be really interesting. So I'm very keen to watch that on Triller, and I'll be doing that this weekend. Also leading into WrestleMania, and then after WrestleMania, I mean, you can't even have a hangover after WrestleMania and after the Raw after WrestleMania, because in Australia we're heading into that. That would be Starcast weekend, I think. Is it Starcast weekend this weekend or next weekend? Next weekend. Where are we going? Let me look at my diary. Let me look at my diary, and I'll see where we're going. That is a calculator. That is not a diary. So that's this weekend is yes, next weekend is, geez. So this weekend, this next weekend coming is WrestleMania. The weekend after that is Starcast Down Under. So if you're in Australia, if you're going to Starcast Down Under, let us know, because we're very keen on that. Well, as of this broadcast right now, I'll be going, Jeff will be going, and Lockie will be going. So all three of us will be walking around Starcast. I don't know if we're doing anything for it. We're in preliminary talks, but I do know that WrestleBrania is doing a show on one of the nights for Starcast. It's like the post-show party is going to be a WrestleBrania party. I think that might even be the Saturday. So get around that and check out Jeff's passion project there with Starcast, because that'll be great going into that. But all three of us will be there, which is going to be amazing. It'll be the first time all three of us have been in the one spot since ever. I personally have never met Jeff in person, which is really weird when you think about it. We've been doing this show for a year and a half together, and so he's been because I've been with Lachlan for about 2 years, I think, 2 or so years. Jeff came in about 6 months in to Lockie and I getting together and him joining me with this show, and so we've been here for like 18 months, and we've never met each other in person, which is wild when you think about it, considering we talk all the time online. We talk at least once a week here doing the show, but we've never met in person. So that's going to be really fun to do. We're also planning to do some really cool stuff, like content-wise, for Wrestle Radio Australia at Starcast, just between the two of us, and you'll see that go up online for the days going in. So we're really looking forward to that. We're looking forward to seeing her. Really looking forward to seeing the Australian Showcase, the Hitman Australian Stampede. Sorry, I'm hoping to be able to get to see the Bischoff and the Hitman shows. I'm really hoping to get to see those two, because I'm one of the very few online people that enjoy listening to Eric Bischoff and his point of view when it comes to the business. Because unlike some people, I don't discount the opinions of people who have done stuff and maybe it hasn't gone to plan, but they've learned from that. I don't think a lot of people realize that there's a lot of knowledge to be gained from people that have been there and made mistakes and have possibly learned from those mistakes. I don't think when you look on X and on the socials, people don't really count that as being useful, because the thing I see all the time is, oh, well, you failed doing this, you failed doing, why would we listen to you? To me, that's stupid. And I think you can listen to it. And of course, Brett is just a wealth of wrestling knowledge. I don't know how many guys nowadays that are my favorite wrestlers watching now who idolized Brett growing up. So the influence he's had on the industry speaks volumes, and I cannot wait to see that. I really want to see the watch along with him and Conrad watching the Brett and Owen match from WrestleMania 10. That will be great to see. So we got all of that going into that, and some massive couple of weeks coming up for us here at Wrestle Radio Australia, and here in just Australian professional wrestling. It'd be great to see that show, the Australian suits, the Australian Stampede, and also her, because her is packed with Aussie women wrestlers, and also the main event of Grace and Delta is wow. That's a massive match for Delta, and Delta won global. Yes, she did. She won Global Conflict last weekend, I think it was. So she did that before she went back to Adelaide and defended her belts and all that good stuff as well. And then last night in MCW with Lucky O'Leary defended the the Intercommonwealth and women's title there at MCW. So yeah, a big year for Delta already, and we're only into March. So that's really, really good stuff. Anyway, what I think we might do is we'll go to an ad really quickly, and when we come back, we'll be back with the EPW School of Professional Wrestling Showcase 30 Watchalong right here at Wrestle Radio Australia.
For the first time ever, StarCast goes international. Oceania Pro Wrestling presents StarCast Down Under, set to take Ballarat, Victoria by storm from April 11th through to April 14th. Bringing the StarCast experience to Australia. And with all the staples of StarCast that has made it a wrestling fan's dream destination. Meet and greets with your favorite wrestling stars of yesterday and today. Live stage shows including a Sunday with Bret Hart, a retrospective on his Hall of Fame career, including a special watch-along celebration of the 30th anniversary of the Hitman's legendary WrestleMania 10 match against his brother Owen. Also including an audience Q&A with the excellence of execution. We'll also have live wrestling shows, in-ring action including Mickie James's all-women's show, Her, and a special supercard, Bret Hart's Australian Stampede. All this along with the photo ops, autographs, merch and memorabilia, making Ballarat the place to be this April. Never before has a weekend like this taken place in Australia until now. StarCast Down Under, presented by Oceania Pro Wrestling. Tickets are available now. Visit starcast.com for more information.
Yes, that was that's, and also I sort of forgot to mention too, if you hadn't already bought your StarCast tickets for that weekend at the moment, I don't know if it's still going, but I know it was over the weekend. There was a 50% off sale with what was the code? So I'll just have a look quickly and see if I can find what the code was. No, I can't. Hang on, let me look, because try and get you guys some cheaper stuff if we can, because that's what we do around here. We're anything if not cheap. Ask my wife. The code is SATFLASH, all in caps. So if you get that and if you go to starcast.com and you look for the tickets you want, whether it be gold, whether it be platinum, all the other good. If we went away. I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. All that good stuff is 50% off. So, like for instance, your gold pass would be now, instead of $110, it'll be like $55. The gold pass would be, instead of $660, it'd be $330. So that's a massive saving when you think about it. So get around that and get around the good times of seeing good Australian wrestling, because that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of good Australian wrestlers there. It's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to catching up with everybody that I haven't seen in ages, because I'm sequestered up here in Brisbane a lot. So anyway, let's get to the Showcase EPW Showcase 30 right here at Wrestle Radio Australia. I know this is a smaller looking crowd, but also they're at the training. A really good crowd for what it is. Again, great to see like younger people, younger wrestlers get more experience. It's a smaller crowd. It's still like the experience in front of a crowd is great.
I could never imagine what it was about to happen. I owe so much, guys, to this place. I owe so much to this showcase. Without them, I wouldn't be able to prove the person that I am, the fighting spirit that I got. bring something back.
Also, Bruno Nitro is a guy that I think it was like a year ago or 2 years ago was someone that David Small said to me. When I did my, because then this year I did my Wrestling for Watching. I did one, the same one for the last year. And he was somebody who David Small told was this is the guy to watch. Bruno Nitro is the guy that in the next 12 months, 24 months, is going to really come along with it. He really has.
Young talent, and this man is ready to step up.
First off, let me just congratulate you for becoming the first ever two-time coastal champ. Quite achievement. But I heard what you also had to say. You talked about wanting to face the best that EPW has to offer. And well, I've been around EPW for quite some time now. So why don't you and I go one-on-one here tonight?
Crowd seems keen.
One of these things when Connors isn't Kevin Connors anymore. Somewhat aligned with
Which is for the Coastal Championship.
Thinking about it here, also.
So we're going to the main event. For the main event, I'll see you later tonight.
All right, there you have it. We all saw throughout the first hard reign of Bruno Nitro that he was a fighting champion. Looks like he's not backing down from any challenge. Themselves no favour with getting into good graces of this audience.
Hogan has to be careful here. He doesn't let this go to his head. He has two very, very fathomable opponents in the ring right now.
First chant of the year goes to Kargas with a Rogan sucks chant. Referee Kane Burt will be keeping a keen eye on this contest, and he's going to need good eyes as well. Call for the bell.
Here we go.
Here we go. 2024 Explosive Pro Wrestling. I am pumped, Cal.
What a way to kick things off. Kargas not too impressed here.
Papa Jones seems pretty impressed. He's dancing about. He's
yeah, they're letting him stay out here. Is that?
Look, I don't know. Another one of these DOS Easter characters that you just don't know what to expect. But Hartness, one thing you can expect is that.
See what I'm talking about, also. No need for that.
Now, let me. You're the millennial, right? So I take it that you're familiar with social media.
Absolutely.
Okay. Did you see Kargas' promo that he dropped on the EPW School of Pro Wrestling Instagram page?
I did, and I have to say the words that came out were good. But he just has to make sure he follows that up. He needs to focus and pay attention. And right now, it doesn't seem like he's doing either of those things.
That's right. Well, he referred to both of his opponents as losers and also made some disparaging remarks towards their figure. And you know what? You want to be careful because both of these guys are very accomplished wrestlers. They're veterans. They've been around for some time now. Oh, and there you go. Hartness forever the opportunist. Locks in a good, tight side headlock there on Chadwick Jackson. Meanwhile, Kargas putting that brain to use and stepping outside to buy himself a bit of time. It's always a smart move.
Here we go. The shoulder tackle attempt there by Hartness, but it's going to take a bit more than that to knock the big man off his feet.
That's right, Chadwick Jackson is an absolute tank. Might not be the tallest fighter in the yard, but I tell you what, he's got a hell of a lot of stature to back it up as well. This man we've seen do incredible feats of strength. Hartness, though, hits the deck, takes out the legs.
And Kargas in to break that up and straight back out again. Olsen, as much as I don't like the guy, this is a smart game plan.
Certainly is. I mean, you've wrestled before. You've been in three-way matches very often.
Oh, absolutely. And look, I don't always agree with it, but the smartest thing for Kargas to do right now, roll out and just play the field.
Also, bide your time.
Ooh.
Of course, we know Kargas is well conditioned. Certainly doesn't hurt to allow both of your opponents to tire themselves out a little bit, to give yourself a bit of an edge, which I believe that smug look on Kargas' face is exactly what he's thinking.
Chadwick Jackson, James Hartness not impressed with Carget's actions. And here we go, these two chatting it out, I think, probably putting a game plan together here.
Oh, finger poke of doom.
Hartness
he's
grabs.
got him now.
Oh, and hangs him up on the rope. Here comes Chadwick, squishes Hartness in the corner. Cover here. Ooh, break up by Cargus.
He's just ready at any available moment to stop the count from happening. Almost like he's a manager on the outside, even though Papa Germ's got that spot filled.
Oh, Hartness had enough here. You've seen this, Olsen. I think running for Cargus might be over here.
Look, he had a good run of stopping himself from being involved in the match. Oh, what? He pushed him out the door? He's going to close the door.
And Cargus here closing the door. I'm not sure if he's aware of the open roller door, but the game plan...
I'm not sure if Chadwick's understanding of the roller door. That's a bigger question. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, nonetheless. Cargus, smart move from him, locking the Dos Eater boys on the outside. Meanwhile, we've got Hartness and Cargus in the ring. But here comes Chadwick. He's back in the venue. He found the roller door. He's smarter than he looks, and that's saying something.
Cargus unaware here of Chadwick Jackson behind him.
Is he smelling his hair?
I believe so, also.
Hard to creep.
Weren't you locked out the room? Oh, yeah, but the garage door's open.
Big forearm there. Chadwick Jackson and James Hartness just lighting Cargus up here.
Hey, Cargus wanted to antagonize both of them. He's getting what he deserves right now. Oh.
Double clothesline, huge. Listen, Olsen, this is a good game plan for now, but this is a triple threat match. It is every man for himself.
That's right. At the end of this matchup, one person has to get the victory. Who's it going to be?
Oh, big back chop there.
Who's going to be gets the first victory in Explosive Pro Wrestling for 2024 remains to be seen. But we've got a massive, awesome show in store for each and every one of you here tonight. We've got a packed-out house as well as Hartness here.
Ooh, huge shots. I'm pretty sure a tooth just came out, Olsen.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Damn.
These lads need to pay attention to Cargus here, who is back to his feet.
Oh, and he goes straight back down. You know, when James Hartness is being nice to people, I get a little worried. It's not in his nature.
Well, one thing these guys don't want to do, though, and believe me from experience, is take James Hartness for granted.
This man has carved quite a path for himself, not only in Explosive Pro Wrestling, but all around the state and the country. Oh, Chadwick.
Huge hit to the head there by Chadwick. Cargus out of the ring. Here goes Hartness, gets him up. Oh. Big suplex there, covered by Hartness.
Beautifully done. Hooks
Here we go.
Only two, says referee Kane Burke. Cargus still on the outside.
Near fall there. Cargus still trying to hold himself together, and an echoing forearm by Hartness. Up on the shoulders. This is where Chadwick Jackson does not want to be right now.
No, he does not. Hartness did have a chance to execute that one. Chadwick got out of the way, pushes Hartness to the outside. What he doesn't know, though, is that Cargus is making his way to the backside of the ring. Creeping up behind Chadwick, and just levels him. The double axe handle to the back. Whoa.
Cargus seeing his opportunity and seizing it, slowing the pace down here, methodical. Referee Kane Burke not too worried about the corner here being a triple threat match. No disqualifications, Olsen.
That's right, he can be a little bit more relaxed in this hot venue we're in tonight. It is a sweltering Perth summer night. Make no mistake about that, but these guys got to bring it all out in the name of competition and kicking off the year with a great amount of momentum.
Right to the eyes there from Cargus to Hartness. This is what I'm talking about. Cargus knows his rules. He knows he's within his rights. Bounces his head off the corner.
Does it well. Also, I will say, big props to Cargus for not coming out with any of his brethren from the locker room leadership program. I thought for sure he was going to have backup with him to try and help him get an assist in his victory, but far be it from me to be incorrect.
Oh, huge back chop there from Kargas. These guys just laying into each other for the first match in 2024.
Exactly, it's what it's all about here in Explosive Pro Wrestling. As Hartness catches him mid-flight, got him in a fireman's carry. As Chadwick with an assist turns it into a Samoan drop, and he's going to capitalize and get the cover too.
Near fall there, Chadwick Jackson.
Match is still anyone's for the taking.
Crowd firmly behind Chadwick Jackson here in this exchange. Unsurprising. Lifts Kargas up on his shoulders, Kargas.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of Dos Eatsma fans in the building here tonight. Oh, and a brutal neck breaker there.
Cover here. Allowed to impress. Oh, near fall there also.
Close, but not close enough. We could be here a while, and I'm all for it. So good to be back here in the EPW School of Pro Wrestling. Showcase number 30.
Kargas needs to pay attention here also. I think he's taking his eyes off the prize a little bit too long here.
You can't waste any time in a matchup like this. If an opponent is on the outside, down and out, you need to make your time, worth it. It's Hartness now.
He's pulling Kargas out.
Here goes, just drops him on the corner of the ring apron. That is going to do some serious damage.
The hardest part of the ring is not where you want to be. Chadwick throws. Huge strato suplex there by James Hartness.
Just slams him down, makes a cover, but will it be a no? Not enough.
You're on the other side, you're
Papa Jam cheering on Chadwick Jackson on the outside.
And maybe
but rightly so, not getting involved in the competition of the match, which is quite admirable, I must say.
It's been very fair from all parties here. Hartness has to be thinking at this point, what do I need to do to get the job done here?
Exactly. It's all the more difficult when you've got two opponents up against you.
Hartness out. Chadwick charges Kargas. Kargas catches shot to the face.
Just clocking Chadwick Jackson.
Here we go.
Oh, nice. That slick offense that Kargas is known for, executed to perfection. Could have been a 3 count, but Hartness crawls back in, take it over.
Oh, grabs him by the hair. Huge forearm there by Hartness.
Hartness calling him out, telling him to bring it. He's going to bring it right back.
Papa Germ just getting a hold of Chadwick there, helping him compose himself.
Here we go, some hard-hitting offense here.
Huge double clothesline there, and here we go. Chadwick Jackson reeling.
He definitely won the yelling contest that took place just there. Charges into Hartness. Returns the favour to Kargas too on the opposite side of the ring.
Chadwick Jackson, huge Uranagi, firmly in control here, Olsen.
Very well done. Oh, he's got Hartness up. Amazing power slam and a great display of strength here by the unhinged Chadwick Jackson. Looks like he's got much of the same in store for Kargas. Power slams in on to Hartness. You've got to be kidding me.
Double stack. Very near fall by Chadwick Jackson there.
Might have bitten off more than he could chew there. Might have been smarter to just pin one rather than both at the same time. But I don't think anyone is going to mistake Chadwick Jackson for someone of sound mind.
I can see the
huge chop to the chest there. Chadwick Jackson repaying the favour. Kargas getting involved.
Everyone just laying into each other here.
And this comes back to what I was saying also. Every single one of these competitors wants this so bad.
That they do, my friend. Oh, wow. Chadwick and Hartness just letting Kargas have it. There you go. You mentioned it earlier.
If there's one thing you don't want to do, it's try and be friendly with Chadwick Jackson, of all people.
It will not go your way. Hartness now laying in the downward elbow strikes into the spine of Chadwick. He charges in now, straight into the massive boot of Hartness.
Chadwick stunned.
Oh, here we go. Ducks the clotheslines, got him up now. Yeah, see. He's going to try and go for a fisherman suplex, perhaps.
Hartness rolls out, huge shot to the face. Up on the shoulders.
Oh, go to sleep by Hartness. Chadwick's down.
Oh, a low blow by Cardi. I mean, that sums him up, really. Cover.
Certainly does, but it's legal in a triple threat, and that's it.
I mean, love him or hate him, Rogan Kargas gets the job done.
Ordinarily, you would talk down about that tactic, but like you said, there's no disqualification in a three-way matchup. So that was well within the rules, and Kargas was aware of it as he's celebrating with one of the fans in attendance here. Amazing way to start the year for this guy. His 2024 is looking massive. Meanwhile, Chadwick Jackson and James Hartness, not an ideal start to the year that they would have hoped for.
Having said that, take nothing away from either of those guys. What a war to start off Showcase 30 here tonight, also.
Yeah, hard-hitting and fair, and exactly what we want to see here at the Explosive Pro Wrestling School of Pro Wrestling. It is Showcase number 30, and that is how it's done, my friends.
Papa Jam here, getting the crowd firmly behind Chadwick Jackson.
Okay, so like you could tell going into that match anyway who the two guys that were the generals of that match out of the three. You can tell who were the general, like Rogan and James Hartness were obviously the two more experienced workers, and that sort of showed through. Chadwick has a lot of potential when he fires up. His fire is really good. I think he gets lost a little bit through some of the in-between stuff. I found there was a lot of, this is just, everything I say here is just like, for me, the old Lachlan Albert, there's a lot of the stuff I say is for me. For me, there was a lot of stuff in this match where they just halted momentum and they would do their trade-offs. Like there was 2 or 3 spots, I think, in this match where they did that. Whereas like, that is where I think you could tell if you listen closely, like I tend to listen closely, you could tell that they lost the crowd in certain points, and it was usually in those points where they halted the momentum of the match to do something because they probably had an idea of what they wanted to do, or they had a cool idea of something that might pop the crowd and all of this sort of stuff. They're big manly like forearm trade-offs and chop trade-offs and all of the stuff that everyone does nowadays. But sometimes like doing that is at the detriment of the crowd. Like if you can feel a crowd that are going with you, then you should probably just skip something that you think is going to deaden the crowd straight away. Like if you've hit a big move on one guy and then there's 2 of you just in the ring facing off, if you guys are going to do a trade-off, then do it quicker. Don't just, oh, you hit me, bang. Oh, now you hit me, bang. Oh, the crowd, you could tell when they hit those moves, the crowd weren't selling every time somebody hits a big move. Whereas, like, because you've moved further on into this match, there was a point there where they did that chop off where that could have been a lot quicker because that right now that they've moved into this match further, so their emotions are more into it. So they're more fired up at each other. So that's a reason why you would trade off quickly, like bang, oh fucking bang, oh fucking bang. You know what I mean? That's sort of a deal instead of a bang, oh sell back, fire up, bang, fire up, bang. If they'd have done these big fires up until they got sort of a little bit tired, and then one of them did the whole, and then you had the third guy come through with a big clothesline, I think you might have got a bigger reaction out of the crowd for that. And that's just, again, that's just me like being uber picky and doing the 1%ers things that I tend to focus on, whether it be for good or for bad. That's the stuff I tend to focus on when I watch matches, is the little 1%ers, and then that. So that for me would have been That's my only real criticism of that match, and just maybe planning a little bit too much stuff that some of the people in the match weren't ready for, like complicated wise, weren't kind of ready for, or got lost in, because I could tell there were spots where I think in particular Chadwick got lost and had to be told by James where they were going. So again, that's little nitpicky things.
Interesting thing, Tommy Ducks, of course, with his I Miss Johnny shirt.
If there is a team you want to be on the same page when you're versing them, it's the House of the Free Spirits. Bell rings, we are underway here.
Harry's just going to tag himself in straight from the get-go. Of course, in the break between Reawakening and this very showcase, Harry Ducks had himself a bit of an excursion, went over to Japan and wrestled over there, did some great stuff as well, just building upon that very good, young and promising career that he's got going for himself. Tell you what, do all. Get involved in wrestling over in Japan is a whole nother level. It'll be interesting to see how it sharpened his game. Zenith, though, smooth as ever. Oh, low kick. And a high kick now.
Blink, and you will miss it with these guys.
That's right, the House of Free Spirits. Very fast, very exciting, beautiful heads to the takedown there by Faisal.
Harry Ducks is stumped here.
Springboard, oh!
Already
beautiful.
Huge insecurity there.
As he springs in, goes up, goes over, lands on his feet though, hammers him with a forearm strikes, he rolls through the top and second. Oh, Harry
nice.
had him scouted.
Very
nice.
Beautiful counter there by Harry Ducks. Cover. 2.
He's excited stuff. House of Free Spirits have been around for a couple of years now. They'll be on the same page, make no doubt about that. But the same can't be said for the Ducks brothers, who've known each other their entire lives.
Tommy now back in, seems to be going for a different approach than Harry Ducks here. He's not here to play around.
Oh, Harry Ducks with a impressive standing moonsault. Tommy Ducks is pissed off that he's getting his thunder stolen.
There is one thing you don't want to do, it is turn your back to Faisal, and that. Oh, reversal here, reversal.
What are you going to see here from Tommy Ducks?
Tommy.
Oh, beautiful work there.
That was impressive, Olsen. That takes a lot of strength. Cover, allow to impress. 2 count there. Harry Ducks clearly looking a little frustrated here. This guy's definitely not on the same page.
Don't be wrong, you have siblings and you disagree a lot or whatever. You'd like to think when the time comes that you can get yourselves together for the right cause. Right cause being a wrestling contest.
I totally agree with you there, Olsen, but we are yet to see that from these guys here tonight.
That is right. If it's Tommy and Johnny, maybe so. Whenever Harry gets involved, it completely goes off the rails.
Having said that, Tommy Ducks firmly in control here. Methodical, has completely slowed this pace down. Does this favour the Ducks brothers?
Well, I think it does. One thing you definitely want to do is try and keep the house
Doesn't look like he's
around, keep down, slow them down more importantly. So explosive and quick with their offense.
Good.
Just like that right there. Rolls through, tag mate, Zenith in.
If there is one thing you don't want, it is Hayden Zenith dropping bombs.
That is right, my man. Hard Irish whip to the corner. Coming charging in, but Harry Ducks, who's been all over this matchup, much to the chagrin of his brother. Oh, lovely shot. Into the corner, the brothers meeting of the minds. Zenith getting the crowd on his side. He's about to come charging in with a boost. Right on target. Oh, drills him.
Drives him into the mat. Zenith cover here. Harry Ducks breaks it up, saving his brother in the process.
House of Free Spirits with an attack.
Now comes Faisal.
I hate this noise.
Oh, Tommy Ducks, the beautiful super kick. Likes to refer to all these fans and people's nicks. Have you heard of this term before?
I have Tommy Ducks barking orders at Harry here.
Yeah. What's the older brother? Do you have older siblings?
I don't. Olsen, no. I don't. I have a sister, but I'm not sure we would wrestle together. So, I mean, I have to give the Dux brothers credit for that.
Fair. I have an older brother, and he beats the crap out of me all the time. Zenesto gets the boot up to Harry Dux now. Oh, high charging knee.
Springboard cutter there by Faisal. That was huge.
What a shot.
That's it, Olsen.
That's a very quick match. That should have opened the show. If you're going to do stuff like that, that's something that should open the show.
The Dux brothers just miscommunicating one too many times, costing them the match.
They were never on the same page from the very get-go. Before they even came out of the curtain, it was just not their night. Harry Dux tried to better himself by going to Japan and doing some great stuff. Tommy Dux clearly hitting the gyms and looking an absolute picture, showing some great strength, but the House of Free Spirits on the same page and executing everything beautifully. Tell you what, I want to see more of this tag team, my friend.
Tommy Dux is not impressed, Olsen. Johnny's out here now.
Oh, Johnny's here. Johnny Dux is back in the showcase zone.
You cannot fault Harry Dux for that performance here tonight. Harry had the House of the Free Spirits in his sights.
He did. And I'll tell you what, he was all business. Each person was all business when they were in the ring, but when it came to working together, it was just not happening. We haven't seen Johnny Dux for ages here at the School of Pro Wrestling.
Johnny Dux trying to...
You're a mistake when you're born! What are you doing?
Wow.
That's uncalled for.
Oh, Harry Dux!
Harry Dux just laid out Tommy Dux.
You are kidding me! What? He's saying he's done. He's not a Dux brother anymore?
Olsen, Harry Dux just stood up for himself.
It's about damn time they've treated him like absolute dirt for so long, and Harry has finally stuck up for himself. Said, I'm not a Dux brother anymore. I've had enough. I'm done.
What a moment for Harry Dux.
Huge. And I tell you what, Tommy Dux is not happy. Johnny Dux, we haven't seen in God knows how long, the Black Mamba. He's back here, and even he couldn't get order.
Olsen, what just happened?
I'm shocked. I for one was not expecting this one moment, and give it time to compose himself.
I like that.
When that bell rings, friendship goes out the window. Straight into a tie-up here. Divine backs Nix into the corner.
Stella Nix, a bit of fire in the early goings, not going to take anything lying down. Of course, I think people fail to remember that Stella Nix has been in this game a long time.
A long time, Olsen, and is that going to come into play here? Obviously, Layla Divine, fantastic, but this is her second year, as I'm understanding.
That's right, she made her debut last year. Stella Nix now with a wheelbarrow. Lands back on her feet though, nicely done. Divine's got up in a fireman's carry now. Nix is trying to move through.
There is one thing Nix is unbelievable at, Olsen. It is getting out of positions.
Getting positioned the wrong way.
The way Stella Nix moves, the way how she's light on her feet, damn unlike anyone else that the company has.
What are they doing?
And does things that you rarely see anyone achieve.
The Superman Olsen blink and you will miss her.
Exactly, it's why she is such an exciting competitor, why she has so many fans in attendance here tonight. She charges in on the home low. Back kick to Layla Divine. Here we go, speaking of this unique offense.
Run her into the buckle there. That hurts Olsen, that jaw straight to that buckle.
That's right, and on a low angle as well. There's a right on the corner of that jaw. Great way to get someone seeing stars as she jumps up. Oh, look out now. A variation on a dragon sleeper. Such unique offense.
Stella Nix looking to put Divine away here, put her to sleep. Divine smart, backs into the corner. Unbelievable ring awareness there also.
Yeah, great way to get someone off your back. And like you said, great ring awareness, especially for someone who is a rookie like Layla Divine as well. Not been doing it for a long time, but learnt many things at the EPW School of Pro Wrestling that she's putting into effect here tonight in this massive matchup here. As Nix off the ropes gets caught in mid-air.
What a show of strength by Divine. Gets her up on the shoulders, Olsen.
Nix trying to fight out, swinging those elbows, trying to go for a crucifix roll-up.
Gets it.
Close but not closer enough, unfortunately, for Stella Nix. Divine, though, catches her. And again. Oh, big push kick. Like the kind you see in a Muay Thai fight.
There we go.
Charges into
Nice.
the corner.
I like that.
Just smashing Nix. Oh, beautiful face buster there. Sitting face buster that hooks the leg only, too.
Careful there. If you're Layla Divine here, Olsen, do you want to get this done as quick as possible? We know about the experience of Stella Nix. Does this favor Nix the longer this goes on?
I think it does, and I think the unpredictability and the spry nature of her offense is something that you want to do is try and overwhelm her with power and strength and keep her grounded. Oh, double knee drop there. And again, look at this. The grace of Stella Nix. Layla Divine, best course of action would be to use her strength. Just try and overwhelm Stella Nix. Whatever you do not let her get on a roll.
Probably needs to work on that a bit more, get a bit more.
Nix, there you go.
Divine has Nix up on her shoulders, swings her out. Huge sit up on their cover. And it's over, Olsen.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me, just like that.
Okay. What a huge win for Layla Divine.
Make no mistake about it, my friends. This is a statement made by Layla Divine, laying waste to Stella Nix.
Layla Divine firmly stating tonight, Olsen, I am here and I am coming for that Rising Star Cup.
That's right, she means business. A massive win over Stella Nix, who is not happy about this.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
Two people enter, only one can get the victory. What a way to get it done by Layla Divine.
Get a bit more crisp, but otherwise it's like really...
Huge start to 2024 for this one.
What a huge win, Olsen.
Sorry, we just pause that for a second. I enjoyed her work because it was different. Her offense was different to just everyone else's offense. There's some new stuff, some new wrinkles. There's some cool stuff that she does there. I am a fan of Stella Nix. Like aside from that little spot that I'm sort of harping on. I enjoy the fact that she's not cookie cutter. I enjoy the fact that she's doing some different striking. She's doing some different like spots, like the cartwheel spot into the knees and then backing it up and then doing like the Bray Wyatt back into knees again. I like that stuff. The hook kick, that's cool as well. I enjoy that. The drag, the different type of dragon sleeper, awesome. Like that stuff that she needs to work on. That stuff she needs to really incorporate a bit more. I really did enjoy that. And Layla Divine, I think her name was, good bigger girl. Like she seems to. I like the fact that she doesn't hold back when she runs those charges into the corner turnbuckles. A lot of times you see people when they go to run in to do a splash, at that last minute they'll slow up before they hit it because it's just nature of the beast when you're really behind the scenes friends with somebody and going out there. Sometimes that nature of wanting to preserve your friend will cause you to slow up a bit more. Whereas a lot of times it's better just to run full pelt into the corner and let the chips fall where they may because it looks better. It looks so much better when you do it like that. I like the fact that when she moved out of the way a lot early, I guess this was planned that Stella stopped and she didn't hit the turnbuckle, which is cool. I like that. It was a really good, quick, but really good match from the two girls. I'm very, very impressed. EPW got some good women coming through, and they look to be nearly ready to be on those main shows. I'm very, very impressed. Hats off to them.
Not often in these predicaments. Does that make Fantasia?
Well, I think it does because, like you said as well about Fantasia being good in high-pressure situations, last year, 2023, Lucas Fantasia had some matches with some of the very best that Explosive Pro Wrestling has to offer. He got a win over Damian Slater, for goodness sake. There are not too many people in this very company who can say that, let alone that person right there in the ring.
Damian Slater, obviously one of the best in the country. Fantasia getting that victory. Elijah Henry has to know that. I'm sure he was watching. I'm sure he was paying attention. But if there's one thing you shouldn't do, it is count Elijah Henry out. He hits hard. He hits often. He wants this just as bad as Fantasia.
I'm also thinking because obviously when someone's injured on the bench, they have time to reflect on their stylings, on their career, and on what they've done inside and outside of the ring. I know throughout your career you've suffered injury once or twice as well. What's it like when you're coming back? Do you try and mix up what you were doing previously, try and come in a little bit more weathered and experienced to make your offense better than what it was?
Absolutely, Olsen, and that factors in. When you come back from an injury, your game plan changes, your approach changes, your style changes, your body's changed. This is a high-pressure situation. Elijah Henry definitely has all of this running through his mind. Obviously, Elijah Henry coming off a severe back injury. Does that come into play here, Olsen? Fantasia, at the moment, just a nice, calm approach, a lock up there, huge headlock by Henry.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Back injuries are just absolutely devastating. Such an important part of the body's mechanics as well, especially in an art form like pro wrestling. Oh, what a knife edge shot right to the chest. Oh, Lucas Fantasia. Oh, goodness, takes another. Oh, fires back to the forearm.
Fantasia not taking that, laying down, Olsen.
No, he will not at all. He's known for those massive slaps to the face as well. Henry now, gets ahead, sees a takedown for his troubles.
Here we go.
Fantasia through the
suicide dive.
Just plants Henry on that beautiful ramp there at this new fantastic setup here at the School of Pro Wrestling. Looks an absolute picture.
Fantasia firmly in control here. A shout out to his tag partner, Mikey Broderick.
Doing some squats as he runs in with a double knee strike. Comes again. Oh, low-level drop kick.
Elijah Henry is stunned here also.
He is. It's one of those things, like you said, you come back from injury, you've been out for a while, it might be a little easier than usual to get overwhelmed or to get a little bit out of breath even. It's hard to stay well-conditioned when you're on the bench, right?
Absolutely, Olsen. I mean, you say it all the time. Oh, huge uppercut by Henry there. There is no way to get your cardio particularly ready for these kind of situations. Oh my God! Henry bouncing Fantasia's head off the hardest part of the ring there. Referee not checking on
Stop saying that the apron is the hardest part of the ring.
But absolutely, Olsen. I mean, Henry, so far it's great, but you have to be wondering how much gas in his tank has already been used in this matchup.
I guess time will tell. Referee Kane Burt is dishing out the count.
Fantasia might not get
up. Be a
shame to see. We want to see this matchup come to a fitting conclusion. We'd hate to see a count out.
We're at 7, Olsen.
Fantasia's up on his feet. Just manages to get through the ring with only a couple of seconds to spare. Henry, though, not wasting any time, plants him down with a DDT.
Cover ladder press. 1. A kick out at 1 there, Olsen, by Fantasia, making his statement known. It's going to take more than that. Oh, damn.
Oh, that was a good line. There we go.
As you said before, Henry likes to hit hard. You've been in there before this man, right?
You cannot fault Henry for his hits. He will hit you hard. 2 rocks coming at you, Olsen.
It's one of those things as well. You can do all the preparation, you can study all the tape, but nothing can prepare you from taking a hard shot from an opponent.
We talked about Elijah Henry's style potentially changing. He is keeping it slow. He's keeping the pace and he's hitting hard. But Fantasia not taking that in exchange here. Oh my God.
Man, just... Jeez.
Oh my God, Olsen.
These guys are going absolutely
they really are.
Making it personal here, Olsen.
Oh, look, you'd love to see it, but you'd sure hate to be part of it. Fantasia, a little slow to get up. Henry maybe getting the better of some of those hard shots.
Henry lifts him off. Sunset flip, lovely there by Fantasia. Here we go, cover 2.
Fantasia got some great air there on that sunset. Oh, wow!
Elijah Henry just takes Fantasia's head off. That could be it.
Make no mistake about it, Henry means business here tonight. He is making a statement that he is back for 2024. And I tell you what, he's impressed the hell out of me, mate.
Jackson in-ring work really good.
Fantasia probably wondering where he is right now. His head must be ringing from that brutal elbow straight to the temple by Elijah Henry.
Whoa. Referee Kane Burt keeping an eye on Fantasia, dishing out the 10 count, but meanwhile Elijah Henry looks like he's trying to undo that turnbuckle in the far corner over there.
Referee 2 caught up here on Fantasia.
Fantasia the roll up. Oh! Fantasia lucky enough not to go head first into that steel exposed turnbuckle. Levels Henry with a clothesline, charges in back, elbow strike to go along with it.
Here we go. Olsen, you've got to keep your eye on that exposed turnbuckle. The referee still not seen it. Fantasia to the second rope. Huge missile drop kick.
Does it beautifully. Henry's back on his feet though right now, elevated up. Down he goes right on top of his head.
Here we go, Olsen, cover.
Spiked DDT, not enough to get the job done, unfortunately for Fantasia, but Elijah Henry continues to impress as he is still alive in this matchup. We have the #1 contendership for the Pride Championship on the line in this matchup. You know Ryan Rivers is somewhere watching this with great interest.
Referee still unaware of that exposed corner. Huge elbow by Fantasia there. Not going down without a fight.
Oh, caught him midair, turns it into a German suplex.
That.
Elijah Henry with the goods yet again.
Elijah Henry proving a point tonight, Olsen. I am back and better than ever.
I tell you what, he's impressing the hell out of me. We saw some great signs from Elijah Henry pre-injury, but he has come back with a vengeance, and it's exactly what you want to see if someone's wanting to make a statement in explosive pro wrestling, as he's got Fantasia up at a fireman's carry.
We talked about Elijah Henry's gas tank. He looks like, huge knee there by Fantasia. It does not appear to me any signs of slowing down. He's still firmly going, Olsen.
That he is, looking the goods. He's got Fantasia up for a great buster!
That could be it here.
Surely. Oh, Fantasia kicks out. And one thing we need to keep in mind as well, not only is this for the #1 contendership, but if Henry can manage to get a victory over the likes of Fantasia, that is a big statement, because Fantasia is someone who's made a very good name for himself within explosive pro wrestling, not just here in the showcase territory, but on the big shows as well. It is a hell of a notch on your belt and a great way to make yourself known to all the powers that can be in explosive pro wrestling. And Elijah Henry now. Oh,
very nice.
Double knees, cover.
Oof. So close, but referee Burt lets us know it was only a 2 count.
Both these guys just throw in their entire arsenal on each other, not willing to quit.
That's what we want to see, right?
Absolutely. Would you expect anything less from this matchup, Olsen?
No, I would not. We said early on in the goings of this, and we didn't know what Elijah Henry was going to bring to the table here tonight, but he is bringing it all and then some, and we are all the more happier for it.
You have to think at some point these men are going to think, what more can I throw at this guy? They've got to be coming out of things in their arsenal now.
That's right, as Henry looks like he's using the referee. It's a bit of a shield there as he levels Fantasia on that top rope.
Dangerous position here for Fantasia, not where you want to be.
What the hell is he thinking? He's got Fantasia getting up in a fireman's carry on the top rope. That is some dangerous territory that these guys are treading.
High stakes predicament here, Fantasia on the top rope.
The crowd has almost come to a hush, unsure of what they're about to witness.
Oh my God!
Oh, Henry kicks out. How?
What did we just see, Olsen?
That was absolutely fantastic from Fantasia.
How on earth is Elijah Henry still going?
I got no idea. A man who has come back from a back injury. That was a massive high-impact maneuver, and Henry kicked out at the counter too. All credit to the man, but he's got to be feeling the effects of that one.
Fantasia has barely moved. You have to ask, how much more has he got?
guess is as good as mine. Like we said, and I'm sure we'll say it a few more times before the end of the night, new year spawns new opportunity. Both of these men know it because the Pride Championship #1 contendership hangs in the balance here. Both men now ready to get back into it.
Both with a big point to prove, laying into each other. No love lost between these two.
Up one bit. Elijah Henry is throwing strikes with some massive amount of fury behind them.
Huge forearm exchanges there. Fantasia lighting up Henry. Both men appear to be feeling the effects of each other's arsenal right now.
Oh, just blatant disrespect. Oh,
huge slap!
Henry threw out a slap and then spat in the face of Fantasia. He threw back, whoa, 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 the foot is on the rope.
That was a great pickup by referee Burke there.
Oh, you have to admit that would have been all she wrote had that foot not been on the rope, but nonetheless, this one will continue.
I can't even say that Henry put his foot on the rope, Olsen. I think he fell into position of the rope there.
That could very well be the case.
My biggest bugbear this match.
Henry looks confused, as in, is this still going? Fantasia to the top here, high risk, high reward.
What's he gonna go for? Here we go. Oh no, Henry got out of the way. Charging in though, throws up and oh, big shot right to the side of the face.
Fantasia stunned. Henry.
Oh, drop kicked. Beautiful drop kick there by Fantasia.
Covered by Fantasia.
It's a little worse for wear, but he still manages to get the cover, but it's only a count of two.
How are either of these men still going, Oz?
Your guess is as good as mine, and I'll tell you what, one thing that none of you are probably thinking whilst watching this tremendous matchup is it is stinking hot and sweaty inside this building, which is just going to wear these guys down even more so. The conditions inside the School of Pro Wrestling are not ideal right now as Fantasia wheelbarrow goes for the DDT, but no, he gets caught. Fireman's carrying. Oh, drills him.
That has to be it here, also. Cover.
Oh, he kicks out.
How on earth is Fantasia still reeling?
Your guess is as good as mine, but it's that tenacity from Fantasia that saw his 2023 be as miraculous as it was, getting such huge victories. Oh, look out. Henry's removed that padding altogether.
Oh, chop echoes through the School of Pro Wrestling.
And just dishing out bombs. Headbutt.
Keep in mind that exposed turnbuckle right underneath these guys here also.
That's right, it is in play. For now.
Second row, Henry with Fantasia on his shoulders. Fantasia not going out of the fight. Elbows right to the temple.
Like they haven't been through enough already. It's all in the name of the #1 contendership for the Pride title. Look out.
Oh my God!
High elevated and head first into that exposed turnbuckle, and Henry, whoa, massive knee strike there.
Huge, picks him up, exclamation mark, plants him. Elijah Henry cover.
Fisherman brain buster, will it be enough? Oh, he's done it! We've got ourselves a new #1 contender, Elijah Henry. Who would have thought?
Elijah Henry just beat Lucas Fantasia in the middle of that ring. 1, 2, 3. Statement made.
You can call it an assist from that exposed turnbuckle, but that notwithstanding, he got the win. He has got himself a future date with the Pride champion, Ryan Rivers. And I tell you what, big boy, I hope you were watching that closely, because this man is entering this new year with a hell of a lot of fight behind him, and he just got a win over one of the very best of 2023, Lucas Fantasia. What an amazing matchup, Carl.
What a matchup. Take nothing away from one half of the EPW Tag Team Champions. What a showing tonight by Lucas Fantasia.
Very good match. I was very, very impressed with Elijah. I thought really, really good. Do you know what I would have done differently if this was my match, and if I had a hand in like helping to agent that match? He kept Fantasia kept turning around and doing those wheelbarrows where they go up really high. At one point, when they did he should have went in for the wheelbarrow up really high and have Elijah just carry him over and put him into that exposed turnbuckle. He feeds off that exposed turnbuckle straight into that knee. That's the finish. A lot of times, I call it the hat in a hat planning, where they like hit him with 5 different things for the pin, whereas you don't need that much. You just hit the guy with the turnbuckle. So you hit the guy with the turnbuckle, he turns around, you run off that flying knee, which looks brutal as hell. That would have finished him. Aside from that, I'm really impressed with that, with Elijah. I think he's a really, really good worker. I don't know. They keep saying he was out injured for a while there. I wonder how close he was to debuting on one of the main shows before that injury, because he looks really, really good. The only thing I would have picked on, and I was saying it during the match, is just like working that crowd a bit more, like really getting that crowd to get behind Fantasia for a comeback. So get behind Fantasia by just being a general dick and being like he was in that match. Like his actions were really good. Like his actions of being a dick and being a ruthless heel were really good. He, in my opinion, just needs to work that crowd a bit more so they get behind that babyface. And also Fantasia as well needs to sort of reach out for those fans to get them on his side as well and get a little bit more fire behind him. So on both of them, really, just working that crowd a little bit more. I don't know what I really need to say about Fantasia. He's one half of the EPW tags at the moment. So yeah, really good match for me. This was so far the match of the show, and I think we're halfway through it. So yeah, excited to see what's coming up next.
Who is going to EPW Super Show? Amazing, I'm glad to see you all there. So we have a special guest, an announcement with some important information on the Super Show. So please welcome your EPW champion, the captain of Team WA. Give it up for Taylor King.
Do we need to watch this because we've seen the Super Show and all of that? No offense to Tyler, of course. But I think I'm going to pass over this with all due.
To be asked, if it's your award show, how does it get rigged, Olsen?
I don't know, honestly. I'm not part of the academy that votes for the Lassies, but I believe there needs to be a royal commission into it.
I also spoke to Jesse Lambert before this match, and all he said to me was, how cool are my socks? Jesse Lambert, not too worried about the challenge of CJL tonight.
Oh, they're pretty nice socks. His knee pads are great too. And he's got a new snazzy outfit displaying his P-plate as well.
Typical CJL running his mouth. Do you expect anything less from the purveyor of
Not at all. Some people start the new year with some great resolutions, new year, new me. Not the case for CJL. He's still an absolute asshole.
Jesse Lambert not putting the Lassie down, seemingly just rubbing it in CJL's face. Here we go.
Am I right in guessing the Lassie's on the line in this one?
I believe Jesse Lambert just put the Lassie on the line, correct.
Lassie on the line. A first here in Explosive Pro Wrestling. I think it's a first. If it's not a first, I'm going to say it is anyway, because I don't think many people care. But the Lassie is on the line. The P-plating Jesse Lambert kicking off a new year with a new sense of style and swagger. CJL just still a miserable prick.
The building is hot. The stakes are high. Here we go, Olsen.
All mocking aside for CJL, he is looking in tremendous shape here. Fair match?
I I don't believe fair is in CJL's vocabulary.
Maybe he spoke too soon, Cal. Maybe he's turned a new leaf.
Jesse Lambert doesn't seem to be buying it. He is on his P plates now. He can't be fooled as easy.
Oh, there you go.
Jesse Lambert should have known better in that situation.
It's that old cliche about a leopard changing its spots. Oh, Lambert moved with it.
Lambert unsure how he's reversing, but is nevertheless.
Oh, now returns the favour to CJL. Ducks the clothesline, goes behind with a waist lock.
CJL swinging at Jesse Lambert.
He is furious right now that Lambert's getting the better of him.
Nice leapfrog there.
Huge hip toss.
And we, of course, cannot forget about that beautiful mullet on Jesse Lambert's head.
Is there such a thing as a beautiful mullet? Isn't that like an oxymoron or whatever they call it?
Well, look, I did not know until I saw Jesse Lambert, but I'm going to say that is a good mullet.
I'll say it's a solid head of hair, and I'm in no position to mock people's hair with what I'm rocking. But that notwithstanding, Jesse Lambert executing some very unique offense here.
Taking CJL on a seesaw. Huge slug there by Jesse Lambert. Jesse Lambert firmly in control also.
This is not what I expected either. We've got ourselves a EPW veteran who's been with the company for well over a decade, nearly 2, dare I say, 4-time former tag team champion as well. And Lambert's just humiliating me here.
Jesse Lambert did not get his P plates for no reason, obviously trying to make his fellow tag team partners proud here tonight.
Knife edge chop to the chest. He must have been watching that Elijah Henry-Lucas Fantasia matchup, dishing out the strong style like that.
What a wall that was, and a thumb to the eye from CJL.
We'll be talking about that one for a while. Nonetheless, CJL's lining up Lambert. Got him at the ring post, and oh, damn.
CJL may have just broke his hand, Olsen.
Yeah, oh, and a down low high five to go along with it. CJL might be starting off the new year with some broken bones in his hand. Lambert is pumped. He's beside himself. The enthusiasm of this youngster.
CJL capitalizing, Jesse Lambert taking too long.
Now, CJL feeling worse for wear, swings to the fences. I don't think he's got any offense so far, has he?
Jesse Lambert has been in total control.
Jesse was buying a couple. Well, you got to keep in mind, this is high stakes, Cal. Lazzy's on the line.
Does it get much more higher stake than this, also? And I have to say as well, look at the shape Jesse Lambert is in. He's hitting the gym hard. He's taking 2024 seriously.
That he is. He's making all the right choices when he goes to GYG, when he hits up Macca's and, dare I say, even Nando's.
CJL in trouble here.
And of course he goes through the drive-thru now because he is on his P-plates. He can do that all on his own.
Absolutely unsupervised. CJL with Jesse Lambert in the rope. DDT plants and slows Jesse Lambert's roll straight down.
Just like that. It was all Jesse Lambert, and all it took was that one move right there, and CJL has got things going his way.
CJL obviously excellent at keeping his eyes on the prize. You will not see CJL waste any time here.
Of course, as part of that huge tag team matchup at Reawakening, him and Pete Corelli up against Davis Storm and Devlin Reeves. Right now, he wants to kick off this year the right way. He's also been the manager of the now former EPW champion, the Don Michael Corleone. Seems weird to say that after 2023, but that is the case. We saw the new champion just a few minutes ago in that very ring.
CJL trying to make sure that he is not embarrassed tonight by Jesse Lambert. You have to ask what a loss here for CJL would do.
Well, CJL came into this one furious. How much angrier can a man get? That is the question.
Absolutely, but CJL has to be mindful that he doesn't let that anger consume him. If there's one thing Jesse Lambert can do well, is take advantage of opportunities as they are presented.
That is a brilliant call, Cal. CJL right now goes for a hard Irish hook to the far corner. A little bit of trash to someone in the audience. I won't repeat what he said, but oh, no one home there as he went for a high knee strike and got nothing but the turnbuckle. Macca's run.
Here we go.
Is this what he calls Macca's run?
Absolutely, Jesse Lambert making sure CJL gets his meal with the fries and the drink completely served.
Better believe it. Lambert now on the top rope. Oh, damn, he hit the mat hard there.
I reckon it's CJL not ready for the Macca's run. Right to the spine, sinking in
Just like my baby, Shiki.
Locking it in tight is CJL, telling the ref to ask him.
Did CJL just give an ode to the Iron Sheik?
He did.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
Yeah, look, it's something that happened.
Jesse taking it to CJL.
Here he goes now, ducks the clothesline, hits the ropes, dumps it again, comes back and fires off with one of his own. Brad loves what he sees. Has there ever been a more popular wrestler than Jesse Lambert?
I don't believe so. I was sure.
Nice side Russian leg sweep there by the P-plater. The crowd loves him in 2024. Could be a huge year for him now that he's got himself back on track. He was a little bit out of sorts throughout 2023, but it looks like it's behind him now.
Jesse Lambert learning the meaning of love last year, what is and what is not. And he told me that Lassie he loves and he's not letting it go.
That's right, it's on the line. So look out the Lassie. Wait, the thumb has gone down, but the boot goes up. Oh, what a shot!
CJL just taking too long. You don't often see that kind of mistake from CJL.
No, he finds himself at times getting a little too swept up in giving the crowd a piece of his mind as Lambert with a huge superplex.
Massive! Wow. Jesse Lambert doing it all for the Lassie. Cover! CJL looks stumped, as are we. What a showing from Jesse Lambert, freshly on his P-plate.
It's crazy. He has come out with a vengeance. Oh, he's going for the zoinks.
Let's roll up there from CJL. Handful of tights.
Lucky for Lambert, he kicked out. He nearly lost his Lassie. CJL now he's what's he doing?
I believe that is brass knucks right there.
Surely not, come on.
Referee doing his job. That is very well done.
Well done by the ref. We'll have no shenanigans here this evening. Oh, wow. Oh, here comes Zoinks!
Stunner connects! Jesse Lambert hooks the leg!
There we go.
That'll do it. The Lassie stays with Lambert.
If there is one thing you never do, it is put your hands on an official Olsen. CJL paying for that mistake tonight.
As he very well should. Lambert gets the win. The P-player, Jesse Lambert, gets the victory and gets to hold on to that. I mean, I was going to say prestigious Lassie, but is it prestigious?
In Jesse Lambert's mind, that is the top of the mountain, Olsen.
And the crowd eats up every single bit of it. Something tells me that 2024 is going to be a big year for Jesse Lambert. Oh wait, he's got a can of Coke?
Absolutely, he's got a carb up, Olsen.
And a caffeine as well, he can have that now that he's on his P's. Oh, he's pouring it into the Lassie! I tell you what, it's a true celebration like a champion would do.
And CJL,
that, my friend,
I mean, the expression on his face says it all.
CJL looks genuinely heartbroken.
I believe he is crying, Olsen. Yes.
That, my friends, is a prime case of working smarter, not harder. They had the crowd behind them. They worked the crowd well. Both the heel and the babyface worked the crowd well. They didn't do. If you watch that match, there was no really big spots in that match, but they got the story across. They got over what they what they were wanting to do. That's really, really good work from the two of them, and I would expect that from CJL because he's been around for years. And Jesse's already over when he comes out in front of the crowd. So, and he's just a smart young worker. I'm very, very like there are guys that you can look at and you go, oh, the dude's really, really good. Like crisp in the ring, all his ring work's awesome. Like Elijah we watched earlier, his ring work is really, really good. He's just missing that bit where he doesn't work the crowd. Whereas like Jesse doesn't need to be as amazingly crisp as someone like Elijah because he works that crowd so well, it makes up for anything else. Because the crowd forget that you don't know how to do a cross-flying armbar Florenza because they just love him. They're behind him. They feel like when they see him that could be them doing that. And that's a really hard, it's something that you can't teach. It's something that I don't even think you can learn. It's something that some people just have. And he's lucky enough to have that. And he's smart enough to be able to use it and to be able to work with that. I'm very impressed with Jesse Lambert. I was impressed before, but just watching him work in a sort of like a little house show match like this is again, it's work smarter, a lot harder. I'm so impressed when guys can do that and do it well. And it's something that obviously that both of them do. They're both CJL and Jesse Lambert. Really, really good work there. Again, not a 5-star Tokyo Dome match, but a match that the crowd will remember. Crowd will remember that spot. Crowd will remember Jesse pouring the Coke into the cup and drinking it at the end. They'll remember a lot of that stuff there. So really, really good work. Really, really good work from the two of those guys.
Doing out here.
Who invited this guy?
I think he invited himself.
What is he wearing?
I believe he has a branded tracksuit jacket.
So it's not enough.
In 40-degree heat.
It's not enough that Ryan Rivers steals my spotlight the night that I win this. Now, at EPW Showcase 30, the night Mr. Thompson was meant to finish his story, the night Mr. Thompson was meant to become the EPW Showcase first double champion, cementing his name in history. Not only that, but you've got Bruno, The Rock Nitro, coming here and stealing my main event. Tonight was meant to be the night. That night that I not only proved that this Rising Star Cup was the best championship in EPW.
The only championship you're going to win!
Shut your mouth, you stupid. Tonight was the night that I proved that this cup meant nothing until Mr.
Can't believe I'm about to say this, guys. I actually agree with Mr. Thompson with something.
Sure not.
That Rising Star Cup championship means so much to not only me, but to all the other up-and-comers out the back.
Mr. Thompson's so good.
So you talking about how the cup is so prestigious match you've had in the last God. Not only do you do this to serve to that cup, you do this serve to everybody who's held before you. And look at it. Yeah, what's going on with
I spent $100 fixing this.
Some expensive gaffer tape.
That is some very expensive gaffer tape. I would like to know where you purchased that from.
Side note, Ryan Rivers felt ill 2 days before the show. Vince not being here, that makes a lot of sense. I was waiting for when Ryan was going to come out. I was like, why is he going to come out interrupt this one?
You got your polo shirt and whistle on, I guess?
Thank you, right?
So how about it? Mr. Thompson, Noah Green for that Rising Star Cup Championship right now!
Oh, wow.
Noah Green throwing down the gauntlet. Now, let me tell you, Mr. Thompson is not doing anything in that tracksuit jacket.
Not in this heat. I mean, Mr. Thompson was going to have a matchup against Ryan Rivers, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight.
No.
He's not going to have a match with Noah Green either.
Mr. Thompson saying, I don't have to do this, and he doesn't.
That's fair. He doesn't. He could, but he doesn't.
People mean nothing to me. While you mean very, very little. The fact that I can actually beat you up and do something. Don't do it. Nobody calls me.
Karga's trying to talk Mr. Thompson out of this.
Hey. He's saying no one calls him chicken. He's demanding a referee. And here we go. Referee Kane Burt. Happily obliging. Looks like we're going to get our matchup.
I guess, yeah.
The Rising Star Cup is going to be on the line, I guess.
We are not yet having our main event. Looks like we are going to Noah Green versus Mr. Thompson.
Look, it's not on our run sheet, but we'll go along with it. Noah Green's an exciting competitor, and Mr. Thompson, he tucks his shirt in really well. It's on. It's official. We have ourselves a match. Rogan Kargas on the outside, representing the locker room leadership program as well. Not too sure where Joel Hagan or Jay Taylor is tonight, but who's to say they're not in the building?
A chance now for the locker room leadership program to get a victory tonight. Their second victory for the season.
Kargas picked up a win in the early goings of this show.
That's an independent wrestling problem. That's just not necessarily.
Noah Green.
Everybody in independent wrestling
now for Mr. Thompson. Yet to get anything.
Hey, he laid out the challenge. He even called him a chicken. He's got to back it up now.
Huge enziguri, shoulder barges in the corner. Mr. Thompson in trouble.
Oh, runs up the ring rope. Oh, beautiful work there. Spectacular bridge as well.
Very impressive from Noah Green there.
You know, I said earlier on tonight, Cal, that we've got some amazing young up-and-coming talent. This man is one to watch as well. Noah Green. Kargas grabs his leg, though. What a pain in the ass.
Referee Burke seemingly letting that go here. Double underhook by Mr. Thompson. Drops the knee.
Close, but not close enough, and Mr. Thompson looks furious, but dare I say, he rarely looks otherwise.
I have to agree with you there, Olsen. I don't think I've ever seen him smile.
And if he did, it would be a horrible sight, I'm sure. But right now, Mr. Thompson, who Noah Green rightfully pointed out, he cheated to win that Rising Star Cup, as he has many of his victories here in Explosive Pro Wrestling. Right now, he's bringing in the Rising Star Cup with its, what do you say, $100 gaffer tape job?
Absolutely. Oh! Referee Burke too busy throwing out Rogan Kargas.
Assist by the cameraman as well. Come on, turn it up.
Referee Burke too distracted throwing Kargas. Noah Green is out. Mr. Thompson crawls to the cover. Oh.
That's it. Mr. Thompson retains his Rising Star Cup by smashing it into his opponent's head. Hopefully Noah Green's not concussed, because he fought very well in the short amount of time he had before that cheating took place.
Would you expect anything less from these morons?
Can't say I do, but that notwithstanding, Locker Room Leadership Program undefeated in 2024 so far, believe it or not.
Credits to Noah Green. He came out here, he threw the gauntlet down, so to speak. Valiant effort from Mr. Thompson, as usual, cheats his way to a victory here at Showcase 30.
And now he's taunting a small child. Very big of him.
Now your EPW Showcase 30 main event.
But he also threw out the challenge to make it for the very championship as well. Very gutsy from Cannon Connors, but also very smart. He knew that Bruno Nitro would not back down from that challenge.
Absolutely not. Bruno Nitro never backs down. Here we go. Main event time, Olsen.
I am
Showcase 30.
excited, my friend. Showcase number 30. Not only a prestigious event, but a great way to kick off this brand new year of EPW action. Both men stalking each other. And here we go, collar and elbow tie up to kick this one off. Bruno Nitro and Cannon Connors. Connors right now trying to out-muscle the champion as they work their way into the corner.
Both men in incredible shape, both in the top of their game. This is going to be a good one.
That it is, my friend. We've got two great conditioned athletes here on top of their game. Nitro goes behind the waistlock into a side headlock transition there. Does it very well. Had a great matchup with Chris Target at Reawakening last year, in which he managed to get back that prestigious EPW Coastal Championship. Cannon Connors, though, if he can win the victory here tonight and take that belt home with him, it'd be an amazing way to start off his new year.
We've mentioned it a few times tonight also, but the EPW Super Show, very, very just round the corner. Eyes of not only the country, the world on EPW very shortly. That is what these guys are fighting for, to get a look in across the globe.
Well, that's right. You want to be on that showcase event, because not only are you going to have so many eyes on you, but a lot of people are traveling to Perth for that huge weekend of wrestling, and a lot of people that are out of town are going to notice you at this EPW Super Show, which means they're going to go back home to whatever state they're from, and they're going to let everyone know who impressed them that night. Will that be Bruno Nitro? Will that be Cannon Connors? Only time will tell at the end of tonight, but nonetheless, it is something everyone wants to be a part of.
Both men keeping their composure and testing each other out. So far, it's been pretty 50-50. Also, this could go either way at this stage.
No doubt about that, my friend. Here we go. Like a Greco-Roman knuckle lock here for both competitors. Feats of strength. Connors, though, has other ideas in mind. Big scoop slam by the challenger.
Perfectly executed there by Connors. Hits the rope, drops the elbow. Nitro out of the way. Beautiful. Lovely arm drag there by Bruno Nitro. Connors passed by Bruno Nitro. Head scissors, perfect.
Now, of course, I know you've been in the ring with Nitro. You've been in the ring with Cannon Connors much?
I have a little bit, Olsen, not as much as I have Bruno Nitro. Bruno Nitro, a man I have a ton of respect for. In my opinion, one of the best in the country to do it. Cannon Connors needs to not take his eyes off Bruno Nitro. Bruno Nitro is everywhere, Olsen.
Blowing the whistle, getting ready to kick a goal, but Cannon gets out of the way.
Very, very smart there on the end of Connors. That is a penalty kick you do not want to be in the goal for, Olsen.
No, you do not.
Bruno Nitro going for a dive here. Connors ducks. Smart there.
Nitro waits for him, picks his moment, goes over the top rope and goes down, hammering into Cannon Connors. Here we go now. Oh no, puts the brakes on. Nice work there by Connors.
Connors bounces Bruno's head off the apron. We've seen that a lot tonight, Olsen. A lot of people using that hardest part of the ring to their advantage.
Yeah, it's a smart tactic. Do anything you can to get the advantage where you can.
Connors slips him off.
Here we go, Nitro goes behind. Just rocks him a little, goes back for more as well. Nicely done. tell you what, we've seen some hard shots here tonight on Showcase number 30.
Would you expect anything less here at the EPW School of Pro Wrestling?
Not at all. Like I said, each new year that starts, people have a fresh slate to make an impression. Everyone has come out tonight to do that and more.
Bruno Nitro very good at keeping his calm, not taking his eyes off Cannon Connors. You'll notice holding on to Connors at every opportunity.
Doing it well. Springs up onto the ropes, a place where he very much feels at home, but Connors just manages to swing him off of that top rope.
Beautiful counter there by Cannon Connors, showing beautiful ring awareness. He knew where Bruno Nitro was going, and he did not want to end up there. Huge backbreaking there. Cannon Connors in control, just like that.
Makes a cover. So close, but still not enough to take the championship home with him. Bruno Nitro, we've seen so many times before, the lengths he will go to retain that championship. It means so much to him.
That's right. Also, let's not forget the EPW Coastal Championship on the line right here at the EPW School of Pro Wrestling Showcase 30. What a main event. What a night it's been.
It has been a huge show to kick off this year of Explosive Pro Wrestling. I'm so excited for what lays ahead, not only with the Super Show, but beyond as well. I think it's going to be a big year, not only for Explosive Pro Wrestling, but all of Australian wrestling. And I think all of the competitors involved know it as well.
You heard that expression a few years ago, Olsen, if you're going to notice us, well, Perth has been noticed.
That's right. All eyes on professional wrestling fandom will be on Perth and Western Australia at the end of this very month. I, for one, am absolutely ecstatic. Can't wait for this Super Show to take place.
Bruno Nitro, Cannon Connors fighting here tonight to have the eyes on them at the Super Show, of course.
And that's the other thing as well. If you manage to leave this event with the Coastal Championship, you better believe there's going to be people around the country who are going to want to come over here and challenge you for that very belt and take it across the country with them.
No doubt. Also a near fall there for Cannon Connors on Bruno Nitro. Bruno Nitro appears to be in a little bit of trouble here also.
A little bit surprised. It wasn't what I was expecting either, but it also goes to show just how good Cannon Connors has been, and he's definitely been working hard over the Christmas break, because he's looking like he's in amazing shape here tonight. This means so much to him.
100%. I've noticed a little bit of an attitude change here as well, Olsen. Cannon Connors appears to be a bit more laser focused. He's less worried about the crowd here tonight, more worried about Bruno Nitro.
Yeah, he's not throwing it up and having a bit of fun. He is all about victory and doing anything he can to get just an inch closer to leaving the Coastal Champion here tonight. It's very hot and sweaty Perth night. As Bruno Nitro off the rope, not going to happen. Connors a bit too quick for him.
Nobody home, and Connors again with a reversal.
Now he's lining up Connors. Swings a big one, doesn't get it though. Connors returns fire. Bruno Nitro looking a little rocked on the outside ring apron area. Connors is going to meet him out there. This can't be good for any competitor. As you said, people have used it to their advantage tonight.
Absolutely. Also the heat appearing to take its toll here on these two competitors. Connors with Bruno on the apron and drops him. Death Valley driver on the apron also.
He's going to do some sickening things to the human body. It is the old cliche of it being the hardest part of the ring. But even though it's a cliche, it does not make it any less true.
Absolutely not. What a showing from Cannon Connors. Cannon Connors proving a point against Bruno Nitro right now.
He wants the Coastal Championship and he's doing all the right things just to stay on course of doing that. But he needs to get Bruno Nitro back into the ring. Not that Bruno Nitro flaunts the rules or anything like that, but it is the champion's advantage. If somehow they get double counted out, Bruno Nitro will leave the championship.
Absolutely, Connors aware of that. Rolling Bruno Nitro in the ring. Needs to get the job done in between those three ropes.
Connors now firing up. Nitro, though, hits the deck and trips him up. Ducks the clothesline, hits the ropes, swings for a big one. Connors gets out of the way. Both men with the same idea with a massive collision right in the center of the ring.
Both men down. This is going to come down to grit and determination. Also.
Both men feeling their effects of this massive matchup where we will see someone leave the championship. It is a stinking hot and sweaty night in the EPW School of Pro Wrestling. These guys are going to have their conditioning put to the test for all the right reasons. If you want to be a champion in this company, you've got to bring your best and you've got to deliver above and beyond.
Absolutely, Olsen. The winner of this match will indefinitely stamp their name as the EPW Coastal Champion, and rightfully deserving so.
Nitro a little light on his feet, fires back with a forearm shot. Connors now not backing down at all.
Bruno Nitro looking a little rocked here. Cannon Connors still keeping his composure. I spoke too soon, Olsen. Northern Lights suplex by Bruno Nitro. Beautifully done.
Just when we thought he was barely on his feet, he manages to throw the challenger. Picture perfect there.
And that sums Bruno Nitro up perfectly, Olsen. You cannot count him out. Just when you think he is down, Bruno Nitro gets back up. Beautiful sling blade. Bruno Nitro reeling.
So many times over the last several years, we've seen Bruno Nitro be down and out in a way that you don't think he can bounce back from, but somehow, some way he does. It's unfathomable, and I can't imagine how frustrated he is for his opponents, because it takes crazy things to get this man down. The count of 3. Chris Target had to cheat to get that title away from him as well, let's not forget.
Just when you think you are prepared and understand the book that is Bruno Nitro, he changes the cover.
True, my man. Crowd loves him for it as well. He's built quite the fan base here in Explosive Pro Wrestling. They love the song. They love to dance. They love blowing the whistle. And when he kicks a goal as well, he's gone up to the top rope now. Might be looking for that Redeemer, which has seen him win many a match, including many a title match in the past. Cannon Connors manages to cut off that offense.
Bruno Nitro slow on his feet.
Another little thing.
Connors putting up with his shoulders now. This is not looking good for the champion. Oh wait, rolls him up. Oh wow, reversal.
Oh, that was too close for comfort there for Bruno Nitro, and Cannon Connors knows it. He is feeling it, Olsen.
That he is. Oh, huge spear. He was about a quarter of a second away from being the new Coastal Champion. Got another chance right here. Oh, and again, so close, but not close enough. The look on Connors' face says it all.
We almost had a new Coastal Champion here, Olsen.
This is what it's all about, the spirit of competition. Explosive Pro Wrestling is unlike no other.
Can't help but notice the pure frustration there from Cannon Connors. Look, I've been in there with Bruno Nitro, but this is where you need to dial down. Bruno Nitro is so good at coming back constantly. You cannot take your eyes off Bruno Nitro at any point.
Yeah, it's a fact that people need to pay more attention to. You do not want to give him 1 second to recover. You need to stay on him no matter what. This guy bounces back in an unfathomable way. Cannon Connors now seems a little frustrated. His face is telling the story, that's for sure.
Connors asking himself, what have I got to do here to put Bruno Nitro away?
The thing that he has to do is not stop. Right now, he's got Nitro up, hooks the leg, going to go for a fisherman by the looks of things. Nitro goes behind though.
This is what we're talking about, Olsen. Gave Bruno Nitro too long to recover here. Nitro rolls through, but an elbow straight to the jaw by Connors.
So he's got an elbow pad on the opposite arm. Whoa, nice dragon suplex there by Connors. Hit him with the unprotected elbow. Going to do that much more damage to the jaw.
Interesting decision by Connors there not to cover Bruno Nitro.
I'm surprised by that one. If I were him, I'd be making covers at every single turn, each chance I get. Get Bruno Nitro to expel more energy at every turn.
I would say Cannon Connors was not expecting such a fight from Bruno Nitro, but let's not count him out. Bruno Nitro is still very much in this match.
Sure is, as he ducks. Oh, Connors. It's one of those things, you can have many matchups, but when you're in there and a championship's on the line, it is another league. It is another level. Oh, big goal kick there by Nitro, who looks like he's lining up for the Redeemer. If he nails this one, it could be it. Crowd's on his side. Here we go. Oh, Redeemer! Hooks the leg. He's done it!
Bruno Nitro retains the Coastal Championship. Wow! We called it all along.
damn near inhuman, but he's done it yet again. He has retained the Coastal Championship and started off his 2024 in an amazing fashion. Look out for this guy throughout this year. Make no doubt about it. Bruno Nitro is back, my friends.
Absolutely an impressive showing from Cannon Connors, and we called it. Olsen, he just gave Bruno Nitro too long to breathe. That is the danger zone with the Coastal Champion, Bruno Nitro.
What an amazing matchup to top off this great show. We've seen so many awesome matches here tonight, and we'd like to thank you for joining us here at Showcase number 30, kicking off 2024 of Explosive Pro Wrestling. And don't forget, the EPW Super Show is taking place at Willerton Stadium. It is going to be massive. You can expect to see that man right there with his beautiful blue championship belt. Thank you very much for joining us, Cal.
Thank you,
It's been
Olsen.
great calling the action with you, buddy.
Let's do it again soon, Olsen.
Here's hoping. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned to all forms of social media for more EPW action.
All right, there we go. So there we go. That was the EPW Professional Wrestling School Showcase 30. Really good show, really solid show. Again, the biggest takeaway I have throughout this whole show, aside from certain exemptions, of course, is just people needing to work the crowd more. And it's a thing through, I think, independent wrestling. Like a lot of workers just need to work the crowd more, get the crowd more involved in the match. There are spots where you could hear like pins drop, and that's everywhere in wrestling. That's just not that show in particular. But there's just like you need to get that crowd behind you. You need to involve them in the show so they can get invested. That was my biggest takeaway from that main event. There's those both of them, and it's weird because I know how over the Bruno Nitro is with that EPW crowd. They just need to work the crowd more, reach out to them more, like get them behind more. If you're a heel, like get them hating you more, stuff like that. Like for me, the match of that show was Fantasia and Elijah. I think that was a really, really good match. That for me was match of that show. So very good. I'm probably gonna ask around about our old mate Elijah because I really, really enjoyed his work. It really interests me. I think he's got a big upside. So that does it for the Sunday Showcase. Don't forget to follow us on all your socials, all your sorry, Jeremiah. I'll pop you up there because no one else can see this chat. So here we go. Next showcase, there's some more new faces, and I think the show as a whole trumps this one. Okay, there you go. So we might check that one out in a couple of weeks or so when everything dies down over WrestleMania and StarCast and everything else dies down. We might get around to checking out some more of that product. Some good young talent coming out of EPW as we already knew, but just more reaffirms it seeing shows like this. So where was I? That's right. Follow us on all your socials, your stuff like that. We're on Wrestle Radio AU on X and on Instagram. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. You're probably watching us on Facebook or on Twitch. So please give us a like and a follow. If you're on Twitch, you can subscribe and help pay the bills around here because we don't get any money from our merch because our merch on Redbubble all goes to the profits for all that goes to Gotcha for Life and mental health issues around stuff like that. Beyond Blue and Gotcha for Life are the two I was thinking about that we donate to. All the profits from our sales of our merch and all of that good stuff go to them because we really do believe in mental health and getting behind and it's okay to not be okay and all of that good stuff. So but we are out of here until Thursday. We'll be back talking about WrestleMania and a lot of other good stuff. We'll probably do a little bit of not a review, but just a little bit of talking about what happened at MCW Icons because our good mate Jeff was there last night. And I hope you all have or are having a safe and fun Easter or holidays, whatever you want to believe in, all of that stuff. This is a really fun show. I really did enjoy the EPW Showcase. It's a really good show. I hope to get around more of that. So, until then, This has been Todd Eastman. We'll see you on Thursday again, like I said, when we come back with our WrestleMania preview and catch up with the boys and talk about what they've been up to over their Easter breaks. But until then, and I'm doing this vamping so I can pull up to what I want to pull up. Until then, this has been Todd Eastman. We'll see you later. Wrestle Radio Australia.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Listen up. Ballarat, Australia, StarCast is going down under. We're coming to you April 11th through April 14th. Thanks to our main sponsor, Visit Victoria, and my buddy Cam Val over at Oceania Pro Wrestling. We've put together 4 incredible days. There really is something for everybody. Now, if you've never been to a StarCast before, I want to explain this is like a wrestling fan's dream. You get meet and greets with some of your favorite wrestlers, some of your favorite superstars, some of your favorite Hall of Famers. Not just that, you also get to pick their brain. We're going to have them on stage doing panel discussions and stage shows, and there's going to be some Q&A in there. And man, I have never been on stage with Bret the Hitman Hart. I cannot wait to pick his brain about that WrestleMania 10 match with Owen and so much more. Eric Bischoff. And there's also some wrestling shows. That's right. We've got Mickie James doing an all-ladies show, and Bret Hart brings the Australian Stampede to life. You don't want to miss it. If you grab yourself a platinum or gold bracelet, you get all access to all events. You won't miss it at all. Now, if you can't make it to all 4 days, we do have day passes available, but I strongly encourage you, pick up a bracelet. We're going to have unique experiences you can't find anywhere else. Yeah, I'm bringing some of my ring-used championships with me. The actual big gold belt from WCW. The same one that Dusty and Ric Flair and even Hulk Hogan played air guitar with. Goldberg's belt. It'll all be there. Not only that, Randy Savage's Intercontinental. What about the world title from WrestleMania 17 that The Rock and Stone Cold battled for? It's all going to be in Ballarat, Australia as a part of StarCast Down Under. Grab your bracelets right now. Whether it's platinum or gold, you can't go wrong, but you don't want to miss anything. Don't come to 1 day. Don't come to 2 days. Come to all 4 days. Lock it down right now before it's too late at StarCast.com. We have only just begun announcing legends, and you don't want to miss what's coming your way. That's StarCast.com, StarCast.com. We'll see you soon, Ballarat, April 11th through April 14th. Thanks to our friends at Visit Victoria. Grab those bracelets now, StarCast.com.